Hey guys, what's up? This is Tom from TTT Tom's Tech Time. Today we're talking about batteries. We're talking about big batteries. We're talking about 9-volt batteries. We're talking about DJI Phantom batteries. We're talking about normal LiPo, Canon DSLR batteries, very small batteries. We're talking about all kinds of batteries and how to safely transport them on a plane. And to all those followers and subscribers of mine that are always thinking of how to safely transport a DJI Phantom quadcopter on a plane, I will cover that topic as well. So stay tuned and don't forget to click at the subscribe button while the astronaut dances. And now I gotta get back and gotta fly a plane, so I gotta keep my eyes focused over there. Bye bye. First of all, why are there any regulations? Batteries can burn or explode and cause serious damage to a plane, especially in flight. And this is not just a theoretical thing, it already happened before, even to people that packed their batteries into hard cases and thought they were protected. But I don't want to scare you. I think with the right knowledge, if you know what you're allowed to bring and if you know how to correctly prepare against any damage, you are good to go. First question, what battery types can I carry with me on a plane? The list is long. All normal batteries are allowed, such as LiPo, AA, AAA, 9V, etc. You are not allowed to carry on car batteries, for example. In the description, you will find a full list of batteries that are allowed due to the FAA regulations. Within this tutorial, I'll especially focus on rechargeable LiPo batteries. How many batteries are you allowed to carry on? If your batteries have less than 100 watts per hour, you can theoretically carry on as many LiPos as you want. If your batteries have 100 until 160 watts per hour, a passenger can carry on maximum 2 batteries. Batteries stronger than 160 watts per hour are forbidden and need a special approval. Okay, but how can you find out about your battery's watts per hour value? That is pretty simple. Simply take a look at the outside. Usually it's printed on somewhere, but if you cannot find it, the calculation is pretty easy. As an example, I'm using the DJI Phantom 3 battery. It has 15.2 volts and 4480 milliamp hours. Simply multiply the volts by the milliamp hours and divide it by 1000. This makes 68 watts per hour in our example. If your battery shows ampere hours instead of milliampere hours, simply multiply the volts by the ampere. Done, same result, 68 watts per hour. And let's just move on. Before we get into the in-air instructions, let's first off find out how we can prepare our batteries. Before going aboard, check your airline's website and look out for the list of prohibited items, just to make sure nothing has changed. Now go ahead and inspect your batteries. It should not show any signs of decay. If it is swollen, or if you find any deeper scratches or cuttings, do not carry it with you and get a new battery instead. Next, make sure you don't pack your oldest battery. At least 80% lifetime should be available. Talking about the Phantom 3 battery, you can check the battery life within the DJI Pilot app. Now that we've inspected our batteries, we should use some tape or cling film to isolate and completely cover the battery's terminals. This will prevent hazards due to short circuiting. Every single battery should now be packed into a separate zipper or plastic bag. Next, you should browse the web for a LiPo safe bag. They cost a few dollars only, are made out of flame retardant or other anti-explosive material to prevent a fire from growing. Finally, pack your already prepared batteries into that bag. You do not need one LiPo bag per battery if you already packed the batteries into separate plastic bags before. Now after all, there's just one big question left before we get in air. Should I pack my LiPos into the checked bag or should I carry them with me in the cabin? Following the FAA's rules, you can store your batteries in both the checked luggage or your carry-on bag. But it's the best to take the batteries into the cabin with you. Firstly, inside the cabin there are no or only very slight temperature fluctuations. And secondly, if a battery catches fire, the cabin crew can react faster and more easily if they can reach the battery right away. Before we get into the plane finally, let me give you only a few more hints. If traveling with a quadcopter, make sure that it is stored in a proper bag. Most heavy and large cases won't work. That's why I always transport mine in a hardshell backpack that offers enough safety and protection and still fits the regulations of most airlines. That is pretty cool. A product link and review link on that backpack can be found in the video description. Next, if traveling with a quadcopter, make sure to remove all sharp items as tools and props to not get into trouble, because you could be using them as a stabbing or cutting weapon. Finally, be kind and accept that the officers might be especially interested in your batteries and equipment. They only do their job and try to protect you. If you are acting respectful and politely, you will be treated the same in most cases. Thanks for watching. This was Tom from TDD Tom's Tech Time. Would be very, very nice if you would subscribe and leave a thumb up. And I would be super glad if you would leave a donation so I can keep up the work at tomstechtime.com/donate. Thanks a lot. Over and out. Fly safe. Stay tuned.